How are we all going? Let me fix this bad boy up. It is another beautiful day here in Melbourne. I hope you all having an amazing day. I'm sure that you are. If not, I'm sure that you'll make it happen. So, I thought I would start a little bit earlier today. Where's this light? Let me get this going. There we go. Fidah, my sister. Good to have you on as always. Sharing the love, integrating. You know, it's like table tennis of love. You give me back, I give it to you back. Thank you. Thank you, my sister. Good to have you on from all the way in Perth. How's the family? How is Carl? How is your beautiful 5 children? Yeah, it's another cold one today in Melbourne. I'm not going to lie. It hasn't been one of those, you know, these days that the sun's out and it's a little bit, it gets you a little bit excited and you go outside and it fucking is freezing. So, but that's all good. That's all good. Yeah, so this morning, I woke up to an ambience and an abundance of beautiful messages from you people that actually it wasn't 200 plus messages, it was 20. I got excited and I put another 0 on it, you know, wishful thinking. So because I'm sitting there like, hold on, it wasn't 200, it was 20 plus. It was about close to 30. Mr. David Tung, how are you, brother? Gonna have to catch up. Been in Melbourne all this time. I know you've been flying around the world, you know, developing your beautiful brand, your obviously the real estate and the development. So yeah, we'll have to catch up and it'll be amazing to have you at the workshop. I've got some amazing things that I want to teach you, bro. I know that you come to a workshop many years ago, but oh sorry, a retreat I should say, but now we have got so much more to be gifting you, my friend. So it would be great to have you along there and just be able to rock your world. So yeah, firstly, I want to send massive gratitude to everyone that did send me those beautiful messages. Some people, most people were strangers. You're not strangers anymore because what you wrote really touched me right here in my heart space. And it was just great. It was reassuring as well of obviously what we're doing, how it's reaching out to other people in an indirect way, which is fantastic because, look, I know we want to be conscious creators and I know that we want to be able to say, well, look, oh, I didn't get many likes or I didn't get a love heart or this person didn't message or this person's not working with me. That isn't the gauge of success. That isn't the gauge of what we're doing out there. When people send you those messages, and guess what? There's probably a lot of other people that we've helped that obviously the messages, you know, they haven't sent messages, but that's why, you know, I did that video the other week. What day was it? I think it was on Wednesday when I did in the boardroom. Jodie, how are you, my sister? So excited for you. The retreat is all booked up. Can't wait for that. It's going to be fantastic. You know, that's what we're talking about. Jump in with both feet, and then we'll work it out later. We've already worked it out anyway, so it's going to be rocking and rolling. So Jodie's obviously coming to the retreat in the 7th of August, so that's going to be fantastic as well. So what I wanted to talk about today, a number of big things. It's been a day of, you know, again, like I said, woke up in the morning, got all those messages, and it was fantastic to be able to, you know, have the appreciation for, you know, understanding with people as well. Mr. Adrian, I haven't forgot you as well, brother. This morning has been back to back. It's been flat out, and we're going to get on that call. Mr. Nicholas, how are you, bro? We've been in Melbourne. Have to catch up with you. Last time I saw you was at the W in Bali. It's a small world. So I got obviously a lot of these amazing messages of, you know, appreciation and you know, moving forward and growing and being of that person of so-called helping people. But I also got a lot of messages about, you know, people being in a dark place, people being in a sticky point, people feel like they're just getting up day by day, you know, and the worst thing is what I really hear, oh, it's just another day. And I'm like, what do you mean just another day? Like, that's a gift. And, oh, you know, day by day, same old thing. And when I hear people say that, it really hurts me. It does. Firstly, I'm just like, say, how can you be operating from that, you know, from that space? And another thing is, yeah, it's just really sad that, you know, you get to a perspective that, you know, people are just saying, oh, yeah, you know, obviously, yeah, you know, another day, same old thing. Just I'll concentrate here. And life doesn't need to be like that, people. Life doesn't need to be, yes, it can be great when, you know, you're repetitive and you're going over certain things about, you know, good things and things that are serving you. But when things aren't, and you know, you live in the day, you know, day by day, you have to firstly remember that, you know, life's a gift. And every day that we're here to be able to hold a live stream, to be able to put food on the table, to be able to have, you know, air in our lungs and our blood pumping through our veins, it's a gift which we take for granted. And if you're not grateful for what you got, how are you going to be grateful for anything that you do, you know, you do get and do become into your existence? So, and I'll say that again, if you're not grateful for what you've got now, no matter what you think it is, how big, how small, then will you ever be grateful to when you get what you want? And unfortunately, this is what happens. People just get, they want things, they create haves and wants. As you know, I teach about this a lot, haves and wants, and they forget about the moments and experiences. Because I want this, I want that, I have this, I need this, and I need all these different things. But the only problem what that creates is, it creates an understanding of people just wanting that, and then they forget about the experience and moments, which doesn't give them enough energy or feeling or fulfillment of what they're creating. So at the moment I'm driving in, you know, in Melbourne traffic. So that's the good thing about it. Get to share, you know, this amazing gift with you all. And so Melbourne, keep congested, because I want to be able to share this with you. Obviously I'm heading off to the gym. You know, this morning's been quite crazy. Hey, Bendo, how are ya? I was make sure I get that right. Where's Matty? Tell Matty to get off his bum and get out of that theatre room. And no, only kidding. Good to have everyone on. So I'm telling you a story to tell a story, to tell another story, to tell another story, to tell another story. So I want you to forget to remember. When you remember to forget, then you forgot it, and then you remember to forget it, and then you remember to forgot it. And when you forgot it, you remembered, then you remembered you forgot it. Did you get it? Cool. All right, we're on the same page now. That was a bit of a mindfuck NLP twist. So while you're sitting there and you're going confusing and going, what the hell did he just say? Well, I don't even know what I just said. And so while I do, you know, I always pretend. I'm going to throw you this way, to throw you this way. So how are we going to roll this out? As I received all these beautiful messages and everyone was saying thank you, you know, they're open to change, you know, this is giving me so much hope, it's giving me so much, you know, focus of where I want to go, so on and so forth. There was a lot of messages as well that people, you know, in a dark way, in a dark time, and so on and so forth. And, you know, what I firstly say to anyone that is going through conflict, anyone that's going through internal conflict, what you need to say today is that you need to get to a perspective, and you just need to say enough is enough. You know, put the old identity, put any beef with anyone aside, because honestly, you just don't know that if you're going to be here tomorrow, and you just want to press the reboot button, you want to press reset and start fresh. That's going to give you a simulation of lightness. It's going to give you a simulation of, okay, I can do this. Because that old stale energy, if it isn't any energy that's moving you towards your goal, then it's draining you, it's draining the universe. Because what happens, as I was teaching yesterday about universal consciousness, that there's going to be a lot of different people that are going to be firing off at different frequencies, and you know, and they're going to be, some are going to be at their high frequency, some will be at their low, and you know, it's the vibration, so on and so forth. And you know that if you allow yourself, or if you're vibrating it, you're going to be affecting everyone else, and you're going to be the catalyst of change for good or for bad. So you really want to be mindful of how you're operating every day, because it's not just you that you're affecting everyone. There he is. I told Bendo to tell you to get out of the theatre room, Matty, and get on the live stream. Now, good to have you on, bro. I know you're a busy man. And that's really where we're at with today. And I wanted to teach you, obviously, regarding the mindset, to be able to give you everything that I wrote in the post. I can't remember everything I wrote, but it's you know, that's just something which is unconscious competence. So a lot of things that yesterday, Jabara and I, we went out, and obviously she's my beautiful partner, and we went and had a look at a few bars around, because we live in a really nice area in Melbourne, or we think it's nice anyway. And yeah, so we went there, you know, a wine bar, and we wanted to have a few drinks and so on and so forth. And unfortunately, as when you have like a knowing, or when you're, you know, when you get to a point when you just have this awareness or consciousness, that obviously you feel everyone's energy, you see where people are at. And where did Matty go? Too busy practicing my Hollywood show. I bet you have been. And you really see people's imperfections, and you actually see the majority of the human race or humanity, how they're functioning and how they're in such a low vibration. But what you need to understand, people, that, there's such a cloud, there's such a stigma of distraction, of taking people away from their greatness, yeah? So people think it's the norm. People think it's just, oh, okay, the way I'm feeling like that, that's just normal. And, the way people act, oh, that's just life. And, the educational system. And, the way the government has set everything up, that's just normal. And TV's normal, and sport distractions is normal. It isn't normal. It is all set up to suppress you. It's all set up for you to be distracted and taken away from your greatest. It's all been set up for you to get out of here and be function and programmed from the scattered that's out here. And there's nothing more, nothing less to do. There is a lot more. We can go deeper in that. But that's what's happening with people, that they're feeling, just getting up, feeling have no energy, get up and this and the rest of it. Because what I want to talk about as well is the big miscommunication in the misconception of how a lot of human beings misconcept other human beings. And the reason why I'm adding this into you as well, because through someone's model of the world, they will make a judgment or opinion, or they will make a decision on something which is not the right information about a human, the way they look, what they say, their words, a post or something. And they don't even give themselves a chance to let that person give them the true message, or get educated so they know what the true communication is. And I'm thinking, look, and I'm not gonna be judgmental, because before I was on this path to realization and becoming the best version of me, I was the same. That I would jump straight into, making an assumption or making an opinion of something, and instead of me really looking at what was the true meaning, what was the magic, what was the communication, that message, that person, the universe wanted to share with me. And now you really need to sit back and you really need to calculate things in life. Yeah, you really need to go, okay, cool. So hold on a minute. I'm not going to take that way. Was there another way around of it? What was my structure of the reality? What's a way that I can, transform this energy or this communication that it's going to serve me, that person, and the world? It's going to be ecological. So these are some thoughts about, you get into an argument with somebody. This is getting into the mindset now, and you drop your energy, you get tired, so on and so forth. Because you know what I think, and this is what more important than what I feel. I was going to say think, but I feel this, and feel means a lot stronger. That when you're understanding something, and if people have got their own thing, if they're going to vibrate at their own low vibration, you can't save everyone. But what a lot of people do, they take on everyone else's bullshit. They take on everyone else's low vibration. Give that back to them. Yeah? Give that back to them. It was a really cool thing Jabbo and I were talking about, because if someone is going to act inappropriately, if someone's not going to use their mind for their full ability, or they're going to be at a lower vibration, that is their world, that is their energy, and give it back to them. Yeah? Give that energy over back to them, so they have got that. So now here, that's your energy, here you go, you take it. And because when you get caught up with it and you think about it and you think about it again, and you get another bad thought and something else happens, and then that lays on it, and then you think about it and it's making you feel bad, it's robbing you from your from your day, it's robbing you from your glory, and it's basically robbing you from your life. And that is someone else's shit. That is someone else's problem. Yeah, that's their energy. That's them not holding themselves right. So what you can do, and this is a big thing that I did a visualization, and Jabal was actually saying to me today, and what she does, which is fantastic, that you can picture yourself with this person, not putting harm or whatever it is, that their thought pattern or something that you don't agree with, or something which they've done wrong, and you visualize each little bit, each little thing or their thought or their word, bricks. And you take these bricks out and you place it to them, and you see them standing there with a whole bunch of these bricks, which is all that, whatever their behavior is, whatever the bullshit is, and you just give it back to them, and you feel very light, because that's a mindset. Someone will say a word to somebody, and that you play it over and over in your head all day, for a few days, and it just really distracts you. So a way you can stop that, a way if you can, someone that says something or whatever, because, we all moral beings, that there's something that you can do, which you do, you give back those bricks to the person, and you're giving that dark negative energy to them and say, hey, that's your shit, whatever your opinion is to me, it's none of my business, here you go, you can have all that back. By doing that technique or that representation, it really gives an offload to keeping you in peace and keeping your mind and your focus of where you really want it to be. So that's something which is really powerful. So I wanted to start off with that because a lot of the people, when they were giving me these messages, they were saying, oh, they were allowing other people to affect them. No, this person, that person, that person, that person. And it was really hard for them to, believe that, hold on, it's you that you're allowing yourself to feel that way. It doesn't matter if it's cold or what they say, the rest of it. What another person's basically saying to you is a lie to you. If you believe it, it's up to you. If you believe it's a lie, it doesn't have any power. If you believe it, then that's your own choice. So people are waking up, people are existing. Now we're getting into the teachings. People are operating at such a low level, but the human race is evolving. It's the golden era. There's rainbow children that are getting born, which basically children from 3 to 4 that are waking up, that are being born with a consciousness of a quantum physics operator, whatever, or a quantum physicist, yeah? And with this understanding is that what people are starting to do, and this is going to really, really shock you all. And when I got told this, and when I've been doing a lot of research, that when people say, I want to change, then they say, look, I want to change, but they do nothing about it. What you're actually doing is you're actually causing more pain than you ever have. The reason why this happens, because through an understanding of consciousness, when you say, I want to change, the universe will put you into a place for change. So there will be energy put out, yeah? So you'll be in a place and a position, in a transformational position for you to be able to transform, to change, and for you to be able to, undergo any techniques, transformation, or whatever. Because you're setting that intention. When you're setting that intention, you're summarizing, or you're basically asking for the powers of the Creator, of God, some people say, of your mind, and you're basically setting that intention. When you're setting that intention, the powers of be, or the energy, they start to go. But if you don't do anything, that energy that's already been put there for you to change, actually for every action, there's a reaction. So when you say, I want to change, and then you're basically lying and you're too lazy and you use self-sabotage and excuses and all the bullshit that, most people are great at, that energy comes back to you, not karma. Karma doesn't exist. Karma is just a word for energy that you've put out. You come back, it's residual energy, yeah? It's a simple thing. If you want to call it karma, call it whatever. But when you put that energy out and you do whatever, and you say, I want to change, I want to do this, that, and you basically lie to yourself, lie to someone else, lie to the universe, you get that back, that energy, and it comes and slaps you on your ass. Why do you feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, why do you feel even worse when you say, I want to change it, you want to do it, and then you feel like you're in quicksand. You feel like there's a heaviness. You feel like it's even harder to get started again. And the reason why that happens, it is because when you set the intention, the universe wants to come together. It wants to give you that understanding. It wants to give you that openness and say, okay, cool. So you want to change. I'm going to get you ready. I'm going to lubricate all this up. We're going to make this happen, and then we're going to rock it out. Just give me a sec, guys. I'm just going to get in here. It's all nice and dark. It's just not going to fall down on me. Alrighty. How are we going? Is this all making sense to you guys? Because this was a rude awakening for me as well. It's like that we put like a false promise to ourselves and other people that when we want to change and we do nothing about it, it actually puts us behind from even where we were in the first place. And the reason why that it does that, because it's the energy that we're wanting to change, we're wanting to move forward for. And then when we say, okay, then I'm not going to do it, you know, you are firstly lying to yourself, because you're putting yourself in a position where you know there's enough pain that you want to change, and then you do nothing about it. So that's the how and the what. We're going to talk about how we're going to get this and the reason why you need to change, yeah? And this is just straight up the truth. And you guys are happy with the truth? Yeah? Yep, cool. No bullshit. It is because people operate in a function of, you do not know if you're here tomorrow, yeah? So what I say to you people, if you start to feel something, and obviously you get on these live streams, there might be other coaches or someone else that can help you. What I'm going to say to you, you need to put everything in your power to start understanding and committing to yourself to change. Because there is enough influences around you that are holding you back and wanting you to fail. People, dark energy, the powers that be, the way the world is set up, yeah? So if you are weak in any point, if you slip up any day, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. And that is the truth. If you get up scratching your ass, not programming your mind, going to a place where there's people that don't care about you, called a job, you're around energy vampires, you're hating it and you can't wait to go, you're basically putting yourself up, and you do not understand how much damage you're doing. Yeah, and I'm going to be blatantly open to you. Why do you think people are killing themselves at a massive rate? Why do you think? Because of this. Yeah, and I'm going to break it down. So people, if this is you, you're getting up, you know, you're hungry for change, you feel like you're not getting anywhere, you feel like you're going in circles, or you're in a relationship where you don't feel like you're getting the fulfillment, or it's hard for you to go to the gym to lose the weight because you truly don't really love yourself enough and you don't deserve it, and when you go there, you're not even performing at anything at, you know, anywhere near your potential, or the thing is you just eat shitty food because your subconscious is basically telling you, well, whatever, let's just be lazy, I don't really deserve this life, let's just function at existence, and what are we good at? We're just good at talking, complaining, whinging, yeah? If that's you, then fucking listen to this. So why I'm so passionate about what I do, it is because it constantly keeps me on the straight and narrow. It's changed thousands of people's lives and saved thousands of people's lives. So what I want to tell you people, to wake up with abundance, self-love, self-worth, to wake up with wealth, to have that mindset, to understand, for you to be able to become the identity and the character that you need to become to manifest your dreams and your goals. Firstly, the first word I'm going to say is every day. Every day. Because when you are focusing and doing what you need to do every day, it doesn't need to be magic, yeah? There's a thing called neuroplasticity, and I want you to take this in. This is called sustainable change. This is your safety net, and this is going to save your life. What that means is you will start to hardwire your neuro paths, hardwire yourself into who you want to be by doing something every day. But don't get me wrong. Perfect practice makes perfect, yeah? So the closer you can get to your perfection, which we never want to get, we never want to arrive, you will start to hardwire the person who you want to get, and it becomes easier. So you see successful people, they start to become, they get more results because they are hardwiring who they want to be. And what's happening with that is it's getting easier because they have become the identity who they are. And what happens is people that just start, I want to change, and they don't do anything. Oh, it's not for me, it's for my mum. Oh, it's not for me, it's for my brother. Now, hold on a minute. Everyone can change. Everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a guru. It doesn't matter if you're a Tony Robbins. It doesn't matter if you're a Deepak Chopra. There's always room to improve. So don't say you've got no money, because when there's pain, you will have to find the money. Don't say you've got no time, because when there's pain, you will find the time. So now is the time when you have got one foot in front of the other, which you're actually in control of your life right now. You're not forced because you're looking at a hospital roof, or you're not forced because you've got no money in your account. You're not forced because someone leaves you or they cheat on you. You're not forced because you've got cancer or fucking something like that. And you're not forced because you want to slit your wrist and take your life. Like, I'm very passionate about this because there's too many people that still you see walking around, especially where I'm at right now. I'm in Paran, I'm in, Richmond, and there are people that are walking around that they want to create this false facade because they don't want to work on what's truly in here. So what I say to you, Not, you might have, you might have a family, you might have this, you might have that, you might be cruising, yeah, but you can always get better. I work from people that have been drug affected to multi-millionaires, yeah, and then everything in between. And that's no multi-millionaire any better than the drug affected guy. I'm just giving you reference points. So in that journey, you learn from everybody. I learn from all my clients. I learn from all the characters. I learn from all the identities. So what I want to say to you people, and this is what I want you to commit to, that you need to, not to do the work, I need to do my SP, my success priming. This goes to my clients. Oh, I need to read a book. I need to do some self-development. Fuck that. If you keep saying that you need to develop, you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball. It becomes your life. So what I want to say to you is you need to commit to becoming that life. So you become that and the rest catches up to you. Yeah, it's not the other way around. Oh, look, I'll find time when after bingo, when I'm going to go and drink with the guys or the girls and we're going to bitch and, I'm just going to sit on my ass. I'm going to go to my job that I hate and then I'm going to force myself to go to the gym. Then I'm going to go out and have some drinks, or I'm just going to go and sit on my ass and watch the TV. Then I'm going to do that for 5 days. And then on the weekend, I'm going to sleep in, maybe do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. And then, you know what? Let's go out on the weekend, get smashed, wake up Sunday with a hangover, and let's just do that. Yeah, and people going, fuck, he's talking to me. Well, if I was talking to you, I've been all that, yeah? So I don't want you to feel like, geez, man, you're pretty judgmental. It's not judgmental at all. I've been that before. I have been that person. I know how it feels, and it doesn't feel great. You know where it takes you? If you keep doing that, if you keep doing what I said, it will take you down a very dark road where you don't want to live anymore. It will take you to a point where you've just had enough is enough, and you will you will really hate the world. You'll hate others. More importantly, you'll hate yourself, and you'll say this is getting too hard, and you'll make every excuse. You want to numb yourself up with medication. You want to numb yourself up with alcohol and drugs, and and it's not great. And the reason why it hurts so much, because your internal being is saying to you, you're better than this. Why the fuck are you operating at anywhere less than, who you are? Why are you operating at a rate that doesn't serve you? So this is a really important thing that I want you all to remember about as well. When you are awakening in the morning, you've had all that time when your body comes out of your body and goes into the cosmic, the cosmic space, cosmic, say, paradigm, and and that's when you dream, and you obviously a different consciousness as well, because you're thinking about certain different things, and whatever you want to call that, if it's dreaming, if it's conscious, if it's real or not, but you are out of your body and your mind is going somewhere else. And that's sometimes that if you haven't conditioned yourself to obviously focus on the right things, if you're full of that negative thing, what happens? You normally have those scary nightmares, and then you wake up basically exhausted, yeah? But you can start setting the pace of doing the right thing, putting the right thought patterns in. But this is the biggest thing. If you can take anything away from this live stream of me screaming at you for half an hour, it is not I need to meditate. It becomes your life. It needs to be you. I need to do self-development. No. That is your life. I need to do this. I need to do that. It's got nothing to do with what you need to do. And it's got everything to do, and that is your life. That is a part of you now. So when I say I have to do success priming, or I have to do whatever I need to do, it's got nothing to do with the whole paradigm of what I need to do. It's got everything, the understanding of where I'm moving to, who I'm becoming, and that's it. My life and all the other little things that, sort of fit out, they're part of my life, but they're on the outside, yeah? The things that are going to keep me healthy, the things that are going to keep me powerful, the things that are going to keep me moving forward, the things that I'm going to be able to have knowledge to always share with you guys, the thing that's going to make me into a better human every day, these are the things that come first, yeah? All the other things, like whatever, like all the logistics, like the shopping, like, just the everyday mundane things, they come second. Yes, they are important, or they're urgent, but they're, what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that you're moving forward and that you're doing the things that are going to give you the biggest change that's going to be moving you forward. Just going to, let me move that. I think Steve just sent me a message. I'll get through to you soon, Steve-O. So what I wanted to let you know about, and this is there is no negotiation. So the reason why I created the workshop for Melbourne, because I'll be honest with you, I honestly didn't want to, and because of so many different, and I'm like, well, you know what? The people in Melbourne, they're either too lazy, or, you know, like, why should I do it at Melbourne? Because, you know, you're behind the 8 ball. In Bali, by the time people obviously come over to Bali, they're 70% ready transformed, because it is one of the most manifestational places in the world. People getting out of their environment is already changing them. People making the commitment to go, already changing them. People leaving their country, already changing them. People, you know, doing things, taking them out of their environment, already changing them. So if people are basically just driving half an hour or catching the bus or something to Melbourne, it's going to be like, okay, cool. Yep. You know, do you know what I mean? It's nowhere near as powerful. But what we're going to be bringing to you guys is an understanding. The reason why we're creating this is because you people in Melbourne need this. Fucking bad. You guys in Melbourne need what we're bringing to you. Yeah. And this is not an if or but. And I walk around every day, and I tell you what, I don't like being in the public, because the more powerful and the more awake and the more of a consciousness you get, you start to see everyone's imperfections. You can either sit there, judge, or you can say, hey guys, I'm here to help. And everyone that's in Melbourne, that, you know, there's a lot of Elaine's friends, and I'm like, hey guys, come on. Why are we putting this off? Why are you hiding? You know this. And afterwards, you'll be guaranteed to be giving me high fives and go, fuck. You know what? 2 days, you've given me so much, and then it's up to you to keep that going on. Yeah. And then obviously, you know, we've got the beautiful Jodie on here, and we've got the other people that obviously have to get their permission to share that they're coming to the retreat. You know, the retreat is absolutely rocking and rolling. The other people that have committed to the 2 days. And this is what it is, people. We can sit here and you can look at a screen, and I can look at a screen, and we can talk, and I can scream at you, and you can sit there, listen. And, you know, I don't know if you're taking notes. I don't know if you're scratching your bloody, you know, leg, or talking to someone else, or not even listening, and whatever. I don't know. And it's not up to me I will just show up being the best version of me, and the way you take this information in is up to you. But when you come and it's face to face, when you come into the 2-day workshops, when you come to the retreat, it's up to me and my team, Maddie G, the rest of the team that are going to be there. And that's what I say to you, that it becomes easy because we do the work. All you need to do is step into that transformational space, become vulnerable, be open, play full out, and we will do the work for you. And that is going to give you such a head start, such a breakthrough in life, such an understanding that you're going to explode. But then it's up to you to keep exploding, to work on that every day. Those 6 days, you know, like I say, at the workshop, the days are going to be between 12 and 15 days. I mean, 12 and 15 hours. You know, at the retreat, we've had 21-hour days, and that's because, are we getting the result? Are people changing? Are people having the breakthroughs that are having, you know, are they having the breakthroughs, that are having the mind orgasms? Well, we need to go deeper. We need to break down people's bullshit, yeah? And it's up to you. And that's what we do. It's not, okay, hold on a minute, we have to stick in this structure. No, it's about getting the result. We're real people getting real results for real people. And the other real people are you. You can stay fake. You can pretend and say, look, I want to change. You can not do anything. You can say, oh, look, I don't really need to change. I'm okay. I don't really need this yet. I'm not ready for it. It's for this person. It's for that person. You can keep making that excuse up and hiding. You can watch all the live streams and do nothing about it. Or what I say to you people, just trust me, and you do need this. The value that you're going to be getting and understanding that. And it's not a thing, oh, why does he want us to come to that? Because my hands are tied. I can only help you so much from a live stream, from, you know what I mean? I could only help you so much from that. And the people that have been at the retreats, the people that have been at the 2-day workshops, the people that I work with one-on-one, the people that are on the True Authentic Reality, they know this. They know it, they believe it, and they back it up. And that's what it's about. Because if I can put a smile on someone's face, I'm doing my job. If I can put someone on the right path, the right thought pattern, which we are, I'm doing my job. If I can save someone's life, fuck. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so powerful, people, that, you know, people say, oh, I want to know what you're doing. I want to know this. I want to know that. And you know what happens? You will be busting down the door when you are, you know, something happens and you're faced with adversity, and you're like, oh, geez, you know what? I don't need it now because life's okay. And that is, I hear it. It's so many people. I get on a call, I message them, I say, hey, you know, you're interested in that? Oh, yeah, I broke up with a girlfriend and I was fucking all scattered, or you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I was feeling a bit lost, or I wanted to get my mindset for my business, but it's going okay now. So you stop growing. So you become an expert about nothing on something you don't even know about, you know, and that was me. The reason why I'm saying this was me, because I remember I had a lot of coaches and people around me. I had a lot of people that were doing great things. They were a lot more advanced than me. And the reason why I love to teach like this, because I was the worst student. I had the biggest ego. You know, I was just, you know, and that's what I was about. Well, hey, I don't need to invest in that coach anymore, or I don't need to do this. I don't need to keep growing. You know what? Because there's no pain. I thought things are good. Okay, money's in the bank. I'm in control of my emotions. My health's pretty good. You know, relationship. Yeah, I've got a few, you know, when I was single. Oh, yeah, I've got a few girls here and there, or in a relationship or engaged. And that's when I took my foot off the accelerator. But what happens is, when you think is enough's enough, oh, I don't need it now, when's the pain? That is the biggest lie to yourself and the biggest misconception you all can give yourself. And honestly, you should be ashamed. Because if you're going, oh, look, you're only going to do something when your back is against the wall, or when you do not have any money, or when you have an illness, or when the challenge is sitting on your lap, it's too late because you're already fucked. You already have to get yourself out of the quicksand, and all that energy that you get to move forward, by the time people, they get burnt out, they get overwhelmed, oh, this is too hard, and then they stop. Making sense? Of course it is, yeah? Of course this is making sense. So, but if you can constantly have emotion, so imagine this. There's a massive mountain, a huge big boulder, and all of a sudden, the water, there's a gate that opens the water, and the water has to flow, and it hits this big rock. It's not going anywhere. If anything, it goes backwards. It splashes backwards. But if that river, which is you, was constantly flowing, it would find a way around. It would eventually break through the rock. It would find a way. Because if it's flowing and then that boulder is there, a big challenge is placed in front of you, because you're flowing, you were already made your path. The path might have been slowed down, but because you are flowing, you will find a path around, and eventually you'll get through it. Yeah? That's exactly like us. It's energy. It's a flow. So if you stop your flow and go, you know what, it's okay, and I'll go into my security, I'll go into a job, I'm just my partner's not too bad today, and I'll just put up with that. Or you know what, the job isn't too bad today, people are okay, yeah. Really? So, but what if I said to you, and this is a big thing, and you've heard me say this if you've been with me for a while. My coaches said this to me, and it was the biggest breakthrough the biggest breakthrough I've had, and the biggest breakthrough I share. That if you trust me and trust yourself and the stuff that I teach you, and if you apply yourself 70% every day, get up with a routine, and my coach goes, when you get up, Lee, whatever you do, I want you to send me an email, so I want you to hold me accountable. So you get up, you do your programming, you do your journaling, send him an email. So throughout the day, you're doing what you're doing, blah, 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 your routine. So my whole day I would send to my coach, because it would, it would keep me accountable. And this is what I do with my clients now, that I will always get them to send me an email. But I'll be honest with you, these guys, some of my clients, they don't like. I say, okay, cool, tell me what your routine is, give me accountable. I can tell them, I can lead them, I can set the path, but it's up to them if they're going to be willing to want to do that. Yeah, that's up to them if they're going to want to change. It's up to them if they're going to keep the consistency up. I can't hold the gun to their head. All I can do is lay down the path. All I can do is say, well, this is the better option. This is going to help you, and it's going to explode you through. I can't keep babysitting. You know, I work with people that are older than me. I work with people that are, and I can only help so much. So with this keeping you accountable and moving you forward, and understanding that becoming the best version of yourself, that's moving you forward. That's keeping you growing. That's going, okay, what's next? And you know what? If you're not always pushing every day, you're not looking to grow. You're not looking to, hey, Lucy, good to have you on. You're not looking to become a better version of yourself. So what I will say to you all very nicely and very bluntly, stop making it up. Stop pretending that you want anything but to change. Because the thing is, I've got no time, I've got no money. If I kept saying that all those years ago, when would I find the time to do it? Well, I'm just going to make it up, or one day it's just going to come to me. Start now, because if you started now, you wish you started now tomorrow. And if you start now in a week, you're going to go, oh my God, look at my life. So what I was going to tell you before, it is that if you do what you do, you come to a part of it. It's not about I want you at my retreats. I'll be honest with you. What I do is not for everybody. And I don't want everybody. Seriously, I don't want all of you. The people that I want are the people that are going to bring back energy and positivity and results for themselves back into the environment. And it's an energy exchange. People that are hard, people that want to lie to themselves, lie to people that care for them, lie to the universe. I want you to go back into that world and see how it goes. I don't want you in my environment. This is not for you. I want the people that are 100% committed, that it's going to be easy and effortless, that because you were going to push, and I'm going to push, and we're going to go like this, and we're going to keep going, they're the type of people I want in my environment. If that's you, then send me an email, yeah? In the last week, the people that have enrolled for the 2-day workshop, there you go. We're on. The other people that I've sent messages upon messages, my team have sent messages, people have read the messages, and they let it to fall down to, you're basically on deaf ears. I don't find that rude. I just find it stupid because you know what? I've just given you the winning lottery ticket. Seriously, you've all got the winning lottery ticket. Here's $1 million. But because of your perception, because of your belief, because of how you see the model of the world, or you see what we're doing and you don't value yourself, because if you don't value yourself, you're not going to value me. You're not going to value anyone else. And that's why the world is functioning as it is. Because no one values themselves or love themselves. So why are they going to value and love everyone else? Why are they going to, walk around and say, hey, I'll open the door for you. Hey, I'll do this. I'll let you in. No, you can get that. No, that's fine. You can do that. No one's going to want to do that because they don't value themselves. So everyone's just going to show up to get free information, I'll get on this live stream and, I'll grab what I want and then I'll go back and I'll hardly do anything with it. That's not good enough. I used to do that. Watch YouTubes, read a book. Yes, they help you. Yes, they add knowledge. But what happens, people? You want to be in an understanding, and this is the biggest thing, and this is number 2, what I want you to take away from. It's called neuroplasticity, as I said before, sustainable change. Getting that change that you go, oh my God, and you know that when you go to face something which would be a challenge in the past, you would have acted differently because you've learned your neuro pathways and it becomes easy. So what I say to you, with life, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to be putting that much effort in and you're going to be getting that much return. Flip that. From what the lifestyle and through the expert and the super successful, super wealthy, so on and so forth. Exactly. Implementing the action, pursuing ourselves is the key. There you go. Exactly. But the implementation, do you make it up or do you be around an expert that you can go down the path of least resistance? Do you know what I'm saying? Because people want to get all this information and they're basically making it up or faking it until they go. But that was the simple thing. Well, with business, I'm not a business coach, yeah? And I don't want to be a business coach. It's not my passion, but I need to run my business like a business. So what I do is I get someone else who's an expert in that. Well, I'm not an expert healer. There is other healers, so I do that, yeah? Mindset coach. I love the mindset because that's absolutely everything. But I've got someone that's bigger, better, been the results, so you get someone like that, yeah? And it's always been everything that you do. You get experts because the experts are going to take you to the path to least resistance. So what I'm going to keep you with, and we're basically how we're going to do this is that through the understandings, people reach out, you will do this much work and get that much result. When you're doing that and how you're moving and how you're growing, what that's going to give you is you are going to have energy, you're going to have more time, you're going to have more pleasure, you're going to have everything in your life. More importantly, you're going to have more of you. So if you want more of you being the best version of you, then that's how you're going to get it. Yeah, that's how you're going to be able to sustain that growth. That's how you're going to be able to sustain that, that constantly expanding, because this is the biggest thing which people don't understand about. It's that constantly expanding of when you want to keep growing. That is going to keep you hungry. That is going to keep you looking forward to life. That is going to keep you moving forward. We want to get advice for someone that has been results. I wouldn't say advice. Advice is not very powerful. It's the doing. It's the being. You want to be held accountable. Jeez, I'm getting all hot. This is what happens. I'm so passionate about this shit. You want to become the identity, so you want to be held accountable from being the best version of you by moving forward. That's great leaders. Advice is something that it's like a flag flapping in the wind. You don't know which way to go, yeah? But getting your coach, your mentor, someone that's been there, by them holding you accountable from you being the identity, the character, the attitude, the attributes, and the energy that you need to be, every day, you will become who you need to become. I know this all the time. I'm always holding accountable with my coaches. I'm holding accountable with, my mentors. I've got people around me that are very successful that I'm always saying, hey, what about this and do that? I don't want to make it up and go, look, I'll just do it myself. No, who's been there? You model excellency, yeah? So I look at now, the people that are doing what I do, which, to be honest with you, there's not many people that are doing what I do. There's some little bits, but they're not doing the whole thing. And I've done that on purpose because what I see is I look at the gaps. I look what's missing in people's lives. I look at what are people doing? How can I do it better? So someone might just do one thing, someone might do one other thing. So you got other people that are doing, things here and there, like their basic, understanding. So all these little separate identities. So I know what I've experienced in my life and what that is, and that's balance. That is the total domination. That there's no point having an amazing body if you're stacking shelves at Kmart and you're struggling. There's no point having $1 billion if you're basically, you're going to have a health perfection, you have a heart attack or a stroke, and then it's all gone. There's no point having that and then having a toxic relationship. So when you go back to the relationship, you're rattled and it takes your energy down. There's no point having that, you're not creating a family or helping others. Yeah. So, and that is understanding, getting your life wheel. Yeah. So having a balance in your health, having a balance in your wealth, which I call freedom, time, choice, power, and growth, contributing, giving back. And I think that is the biggest and most powerful gift, is giving back to others, but giving back to the people that need you. Yeah. Because I tell you what, I don't want to help everyone else out because they don't appreciate it. And it's not that I'll being at the effect, I'm only there for the people that are willing to learn. So that's what it's about. Very, very powerful. Another thing is understanding, creating a legacy and family, creating other leaders to lead others. That's where it gets sexy. That's when you are helping others go back into their families, go back into their environments to improve their lives and so on. That is the ripple effect. Even if I talk about that, I get goosebumps, yeah, and it's sexy. Building a relationship with yourself, that you love yourself and you're so empowered that you don't need anyone else, that you don't need to go and look without. When you stay, look within, then if you need a helping hand, then you look without, yeah? Understanding that you're choosing to be with another person because that's the gift, not because a lot of people will go and run to that energy, run to other people and they lose themselves, yeah? You need to be whole within yourself, that it doesn't matter that if, this person leaves you, it's okay because you are choosing. You're not forced to be in that relationship. You are choosing because you love yourself. And this is a big thing that I want to share something with you, yeah? That what I keep saying to myself, that I love myself, and you know how I keep growing? Because I deserve to keep getting better. I deserve more. What's the next thing? And that's what I say. And that is a big thing that's been firing my convincer strategy off, firing my internal drivers off, that's been motivating the fuck out of me. Lee, you deserve, get up. You deserve better. Get up in the morning, study. Lee, you deserve not to get sucked into that person's drama. Lee, you deserve to work on your body more. Lee, you deserve to have a more nourishing relationship. Lee, you deserve to have more wealth. Lee, you deserve to have more time. And that's exactly what I keep saying, because I'm giving back to my self-love and I'm creating moments and experiences, not wants and haves, and I deserve. So that keeps me moving forward. You deserve, push hard. You deserve, and that's a really powerful thing that's been enabled me to get out of it. Because you grow, you have a sticky point, you can basically plateau out, then it's time to go again. Very important, yeah? And then obviously, you keep going to what's your passion, what's your enjoyment, creating that. So, people, we can keep talking about this. We can keep going in circles. Thank you. There's a lot of new people that jumped on here today. Thank you for your time and contribution, everyone. But what I want to say is, we can keep going back and forth, or we can start getting your life sexy. The only way we're going to get your life sexy is by the people that contacted me this morning, and I'm getting back to a lot of people that want to take it to the next level. So you people in Melbourne, I'm basically coming to your doors with a silver platter with that 2-day workshop. So make it happen. That's all I'm going to say. If you want to get on a quick call to go over the breakdown, to understand, because I know there's a lot of people that want to bring their mums, their brothers, their sisters, whoever, then let's get on a call and do that. Because if you care about them, seriously, if you care about them and care about yourself, you will get over there. Because the Sunday night, when we might all go out for a couple of drinks, or whoever's still around, you're going to go, thank you. Yeah. If you don't, there's your money. Let's just stay friends, and so on and so forth. And I know that's not going to happen, because we will stay friends, because I'm so passionate with what I do. it's a no-brainer. We teach a universal law. The universal law means for everybody and everyone, yeah? So, people, what I'm going to leave you with, and I always say this, and not many of you do it, and I'm always just going to show up being the best me. If you don't want to understand, Lucy, when is the workshop? My workshop is on the 22nd of this month in St Kilda Road at the Blackman. We've got the whole beautiful gallery upstairs, gallery 3 and 4. If you want details, send me an inbox, and I'll be sure to send you the details. So it's going to be 2 days. First day is called basically the remembering. So the remembering of understanding of remembering how powerful you've been. And the second day is called, we're going to be electing your true identity, true authentic identity. So it's going to be, if you want more details, send me an inbox. We'll get on a call. And there you go, Jodie. Jodie's taking it to the next level. She enrolled at the True Authentic Reality online course, and she's coming to Bali. And that's what it's about, you know, rock and roll and taking it to the next level. And there's a lot of people that are on that are through everything, yeah? You know, you got Chris Williams, there's Fidah, she's been to the retreats. Chris has been to the retreats. They're all part of the True Authentic Reality, and so on and so forth. And obviously Matty G, he's been through all of them. He's been to 2 retreats. He's coaching. He's absolutely rocking it. So if you want to know more, if you want to take it to the next level, people, you know, beautiful Fidah, she's coming over to, she's going to be part of the crew at the workshop, and you never know, she's going to get back to the retreat. So once you come to one retreat, people, you can come to them all for no extra price. And Teresa, my little Spitfire sister, I want to get on a call with you. I want to see you in person on the 2nd. I want to see your beautiful mother as well. And let's get Samsara. I don't know if you know her. There's Dimitri. There is you know, Lainey's got this whole lineup. So I want to see you beautiful ladies in person, because when you see it in person, things just get taken to another level. So look, we've been rocking this out for half an hour. Imagine having 12 hours of this face to face each day, and that's what it's about. You need to allow me to help you. So surrender and let me help you. All I need you to do is play full out, to speak the truth, and to just step in that transformational space, and then it's going to be rocking and rolling. And Mr. Chris Williams, very proud of you, bro, how you bounce back and keep going and moving forward. You're an absolute inspiration. So, guys, I'm going to go and rock it, because I'm not going to be able to build my muscles from sitting in the car. So take care. Much love. Send me an inbox. I'm going to be going back, and I'm working all day today. I'm going to do a bit of family time a little bit later and studying, but send me an inbox. I'll be there ready to rock and roll, yeah? So, Teresa, let's get on a call, or I'm happy to grab a coffee around the you know, around wherever whatever part of Melbourne in the hood you're in. All right, take care. Thank you again. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your time, and more importantly, thank you for allowing us to have this interaction, and for you wanting to be the best version of you, if that's what you truly want to do. Take care. I'll speak to you later.